I was driving home from my friend's place one night, taking the back roads like I always did. The stretch of road I was on was familiar. Trees lined either side, their branches forming a tunnel above the asphalt. It was peaceful, even calming, until I saw the car behind me. At first, I thought nothing of it. Just another driver on the road. But as I took turn after turn, the car stayed behind me. When I sped up, so did they. When I slowed down, they matched my pace. It wasn't a highway or even a well-traveled route. This was a lonely, winding road with no houses or streetlights for miles. My stomach nodded. Maybe I was just being paranoid. Maybe they were headed in the same direction. But I couldn't shake the unease. Then I saw their headlights flash. Once, twice, 3 times. Was it a signal? A warning? I pulled over slightly to let them pass. But they didn't. Instead, they slowed down, creeping along the road behind me. I reached for my phone to call someone, anyone, but realized it was in my bag on the passenger seat. That's when the honking started. A single drawn-out blast, then silence. My heart raced. What did they want? Ahead, I saw clearing a small gravel pull-off where I could stop. Maybe I'd let them pass, or maybe I could confront them. I pulled into the space, my hands shaking as I grabbed my phone. But when I looked up, the car wasn't there. I stared at the road, my breath catching in my throat. They were gone. Vanished. Comma. That's when I noticed the sound, faint at first, like rustling leaves. It was coming from the trees on the passenger side. I locked my doors instinctively, peering into the darkness. A figure emerged. At first, it looked like a person, but something about it was off. Their movements were jerky, unnatural, as if they were being controlled by invisible strings. They wore dark, tattered clothing, and their face. I couldn't see it. It was just a blank void where features should have been. I fumbled to start my car, but the engine wouldn't turn over. The figure was closer now, reaching out, its fingers impossibly long. They tapped against the passenger window 1, 2, 3 times. I screamed, slamming my hand on the horn. The sound echoed into the night, but the figure didn't react. It only tilted its head, as if curious. Finally, the engine roared to life. I threw the car into reverse, tires kicking up gravel as I sped back onto the road. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it might burst. As I glanced in the rearview mirror, I saw the figure standing in the clearing, watching me. And behind them, just barely visible in the glow of my taillights, was the car. Its headlights flashed once, twice, 3 times. I didn't stop driving until I was safely home. But even now, I can't shake the feeling that I didn't leave them behind.